friends, my name is Dana Walters and I'm a woman in recovery and a leadership trainer for the Yoga of 12-Step Recovery, or Y12SR. This program connects the cognitive and spiritual principles and practices of recovery with those of yoga in an embodied way to build sustainable, holistic addiction recovery. We integrate the mind, the body, and our experience and understanding of spirit, supporting relapse prevention. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to share these tools in honor of National Recovery Month and National Yoga Month. This week, I'm offering a very basic, simple, embodied movement practice. I'll be practicing on the floor today, but notice that this practice will just as easily work on the side of a bed or on a chair with good back support. So if a particular part of the practice doesn't work for you, you might just try a different orientation. Same function, different form. We're building on the resourcing and conscious breathing practices from week 1 and week 2. So you could go there first if you need a refresher, or you can just join in right here. Today we'll focus mainly on awareness of our inner felt experience, then spinal movements, and finally a short meditation. For this practice, you might not need anything at all but yourself. However, if you like, you might use a mat and a couple of rolled or folded towels like me. Props are a powerful symbol. When we use a prop, we're really saying, I'm open and willing to accept support when I need it. What a powerful affirmation in recovery. And with that, please listen to your body, and if you feel anything beyond mild to moderate resistance, or you lose access to your breath, or there's any kind of distress at any time, I encourage and invite you to pause the recording and just take care of yourself in whatever way you need to. Then try again if and when it feels right. Remember, you always have choice in this and in any practice. So let's begin. I'll invite you to soften your gaze, still watching my cues if needed. So gently but swiftly, let's rub our hands together. And this sends a signal to our bodies and our nervous system that something special is about to happen. It begins to wake us up. And now connect to your breath and trace the pathway of your in-breath and your out-breath, just connecting to sensations of breath. And feel your body breathing. And then begin to root into the support that's underneath you. And to assist that, we might place the hands on the thighs or the knees and gently raise the knees or thighs and press them up into your hands as your hands press down into your thighs. This engages the muscles on the front and insides of your hips. Take a deep breath in, hold for 3, 2, 1. And then exhale, let that go and see if the legs just settle down just a little bit more. Good. And so we'll take the hands to the front of the legs or to the knees, and we'll do some torso rotations. So we'll just begin to move the spine. Now you can take this movement as small or as large as you like here. And we're just gonna check in with our bodies. So checking in with physical sensations, not just now, but throughout the practice. Just notice what's present at the level of body right now. And then notice your energy level. So today could be a low energy day, scattered, unfocused, dull. So lots of ways that we might feel, or we might feel clear and open and sharp. You may feel good in your body, full of energy, or you may feel that the energy is waning just a little bit and you need a little bit more. All right, switch directions. And we're just taking the torso and just opening up a little bit into our hips, our lower spine. And again, just moving as big or small as you need. And then now, as we're moving in this direction, notice the quality of your attention in this moment. So the mind is like a field, and we just want to notice what's on that field. So So you might be full of thought, full of concern, even anxiety. There may be emotions. Just notice what's present. So we've noticed our body, our energy, and our mind. Good. And then just come to pause in what feels like the center. I'm going to invite you to place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. And just take a moment now to check in with your intention. So what brought you here today to this practice? You might come up with a short phrase in present tense, positive form. So today I'm seeking balance and clarity so that I can show up more fully in my life and in my recovery. So whatever it is, just take a moment to acknowledge it, bring it into your conscious awareness, and just allow this intention to hold and to guide you as we move deeper into the practice. And so establishing a relationship between our gut sense and our heart sense. Good. And then when you're ready, on an inhale, let's open the arms out. You can bend the elbows at or slightly below shoulder height. We're going to engage our back muscles. So as we're lifting and lengthening our spines, sitting up as tall as we can, we're opening and engaging the muscles that sit along the back. So we're going to invite spirit at this point. So coming into conscious contact with some bigger energy. To open our own hearts to anything, we must have our own backs. We must have our own backs. A strong sense of self, our boundaries. So just opening up as we have our own backs. Good. Take a deep breath in, really squeezing through the upper back muscles. Stretch through the fingertips. And then on the exhale, I'll invite you to give yourself a hug. Give yourself a squeeze and a hug, and just accept that support and that love. Good, let's do that again. Notice which arm is on top. Inhale, open wide. Reach back through the elbows, lift your collarbones, maybe lift the gaze. And then exhale, switch it up. The opposite arm will come on top, and just give yourself a squeeze. Maybe rock a little bit from side to side, just self-soothing here. Good, and then we'll come into a little seated cat-cow. So taking the hands to the knees or the shins or the ankles. On an inhale, I'll invite you to lift the chest, bring the heart forward and the shoulder blades back. So we're creating a little curve in our backs. And then exhaling and then rolling back on your sit bones, bringing the belly button in tightly toward your spine as the chin curls toward the chest. Good. Inhale, once again, we're starting with our head in neutral and just working with the mid and upper and lower spine. Exhaling and rounding. And we'll just do 3 more of these. If you'd like to make this a little bit more dynamic, you can lift your chin and look up as the chest comes forward. Careful not to compress the space along our neck. And then exhale and round. Good. 2 more of these. Inhaling. So moving our spines in all directions, and exhale. Last one. And exhale. Good. Coming back to what feels like neutral. On an inhale, let's reach our arms wide and up. Bring the arms up over our head. Maybe bringing the arms parallel here and then reaching up through the sides of the body. Exhale, slowly lower your left hand to the mat or to the chair next to you. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and then exhale, curving through the midsection and bringing that right arm up and over as you look down. Good, you might bend the elbow just slightly, and then inhale, straighten the arm, look up. Exhale, bending the elbow slightly, look down. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, and exhale down. Good, inhale, coming all the way up, take both arms up again, parallel, reaching high, and then exhale, slowly lower the right hand to the mat. Inhale, lengthen the spine, create length, Exhale, side bend. So bending from the mid-spine, pressing through the bottom hand, pressing through the sit bones, taking the gaze down, maybe bending that elbow just slightly. And then inhale, straighten, look up. Exhale, look down. So small movements. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good, inhaling, coming up, both arms come up. And then exhale, this time lowering both hands down, releasing all the way back down and allowing the fingertips to touch down to the earth. Good, let's sweep high again, inhale. We'll take a twist here, exhaling, turning the upper body toward your left side, bring the right hand in front of you, taking the left hand behind you for support. Inhale, lengthen the spine, start to slowly draw the muscles that sit along your belly in and up to help support your back. And then exhale, turn your gaze over your left shoulder or in that direction. Good, on an inhale, look back to center. Exhale, over the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. And exhale, left. Good, hold here in your twist. Take a deep breath in. And exhale and release. And then inhale, come back to center, both arms come up. We're switching sides, exhaling, right hand comes behind you, left hand comes across. And we'll just take that twist nice and slow, gazing over the right shoulder. And then again, inhale, gaze comes back to center. Exhale, twisting right. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. And exhaling right. Good, take a deep breath in here in your twist. And exhale completely. Good, on an inhale, let's come back to center, both arms reaching high. And then exhaling, we'll pull the palms down together in front of the heart. And we'll just very lightly rub the palms together. So creating that heat again. And then we'll begin to give ourselves a little tap down. So you'll just take the hands and just very lightly tap the top of the head, and then the sides, and then the cheeks, and then the jaw, the throat very lightly, sides and back of the neck, tops of the shoulders, coming around to the collarbones, down into the chest, down the sides of your chest. Good, if you can reach around and get the sides underneath the arm, maybe slightly up into the upper back, switch sides. May take both hands a little bit back to the upper back, down to the mid back, and then back around, tapping the belly, and then down the thighs, and then down the ankles, and then back out, and then the outer thighs, and then your seat, your low back, back around the sides, coming up, tap the collarbones, and then find your heart, and then just very lightly with your fingertips, tap your heart. Take a deep breath in, and a long breath out. Find a rhythm, inhale, exhale. Last breath in. And here, relax the jaw and let it go. Good. So we'll close our practice with a meditation. So I'll invite you to take the thumb and the index finger of each hand together and allow the other fingers to just softly fall away. And then extend the arms and lower the wrists or the backs of the hands to your knees or your thighs. See if you can soften the shoulders, soften the jaw, maybe soften the forehead. Even as you root down steadily through your sit bones and lengthen your spine, there's a softening. So we're finding that steadiness, sthira, and we're finding that sukha, or sweetness, softness, right? A little bit of space. And so this mudra symbolizes expanding our consciousness beyond what we call gross apparent reality, which is just what we're experiencing in the present moment, right? So we're expanding our awareness and our consciousness even beyond what we see, what we feel, what we think, with the support of our higher power. And that's what this gesture symbolizes. We're creating a larger container in order to hold life on life's terms, as we often say in recovery, living life on life's terms. So how do we create a larger container to hold it all? So see what you can soften, again, softening again. And then if it works for you to close the eyes, I'll invite you to do so. And just simply walk your awareness back to the space where you imagine that your eyes, your ears, and your nose come to meet right in the center of your brain. And so we're stepping beyond our default mode, the stream of thoughts, the stream of narratives, the story that goes and runs all the time through us, into experiential mode. And we're just allowing our awareness to settle there in the center of the brain. And we'll just take these next few moments to notice, what's it like right now? Notice your body, the current state of your physical body, the current state of your energy, the current state of your mind. Notice the thoughts that come and the thoughts that go. See if it's possible for this last minute or so to avoid creating, pursuing, or resisting thought. Thoughts will come. It's what they do. And see if it's possible simply to witness everything that comes and everything that goes in our experience. Just be an observer and let it go. Continue to follow the pathway of your breath, breathing in and breathing out. Take a moment to recall your intention, what brought you here, what's most important to you. Feel that sense of connection. And then take a moment for gratitude. What are you grateful for in this moment? Gratitude is a powerful force for positive change in our lives. And then very gently release the hand mudra that you've created. Bring the palms together over your heart. Take a moment once again to honor the sense of connection with something bigger, some bigger energy. And gratitude for this practice. May our practice be continuous. May our hearts be steady. And may our efforts be a benefit to all beings.